think we can start, sir.
Yeah. So education is one of them which will never go out of fashion. If ma'am was not there, I don't think you would be sitting here and guiding this session. Or I would be sitting here. Simple as that. So that's one. Second is, as we said rightly, doctors and engineers. They will never go out of fashion. I put it in science element. They will never go out of fashion. Because without doctors, we won't be surviving. If you have to survive, we have to have doctors. Then you have government jobs. Because that's what runs the country. They will never go out of fashion. And the last and the least, which I call bean of the economy or the country, financial, BFSI. These are the sectors which will never go out of fashion. If you have seen the experience, thank God, in our time we have seen some such time where we came to know, see when world goes to standstill, nothing working. What was that? COVID. You are made to believe that everything is ending. But there were sectors which were working that time. So these were the sectors which never go out of fashion. Automobiles are not working at that time, no production happening. I'm just saying, गाड़ी चल रही है अलग चीज़ है, but production stopped now. So automobile sector was almost shut. Nobody was having new car that time. What I'm trying to say, so you need to identify such sectors and be with them. Do not go with this. Nowadays there is a lot of startup kind of culture because they're paying good. I'm not against any company, by the way. I'm just trying to say you have to take a measured approach. Don't go with the this kind of thing which is like getting good packages, 7 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs. That doesn't matter. What matters, company's background and how old is the company in the system. Because they will survive the worst and the worst times. I can tell you that. This is my experience. I worked for 25 years with 7 to 8 different companies. I can tell you that. And they all were absolutely A-grade companies. They survived everything, never found any attrition, no job cuts, no stopping of hikes, everything was perfect. I belong from industry, BFSI. You have to understand why BFSI will remain. I will share those slides with you, why it is the right sector for you. Because as I said, any economy or any country which has to grow can't grow without banking financial services. We have to go through that. Do you think without bank can anything operate? Your IT companies, your automobile companies, your schools, colleges, nothing can survive. So we are absolutely being of the economy. Without us, nothing can function. That is why the maximum pie goes to banking sector. The openings are maximum there only. Second is IT after that. Right? Now this slide is very important. Why I am not trying to say what is there, what is there. It's about showing that there is a huge mismatch of demand and supply. When I say demand and supply, there is a huge supply in the market right now. You understand? All of you are from, I think, the DBA, if I'm correct. So you know demand and supply, you have studied that, right? So when there is a huge supply, but there is no demand, what happens? A mismatch. People don't get place. But in India, is there a demand mismatch, supply mismatch? No. It's about skilled people. Today, when I started my career, it used to be theory based. Kara, job milta tha. Aapne kya kiya? MBA kiya, amazing. You are going to get the job, best job. You are from management, you are going to get the best job. But today the scenario has changed. The world is moving towards skilled people. When I say skilled, it means knowing about this sector, because if you give you a perspective, in US they teach, or in the developed countries, they teach about financial in class 7 itself. We start when you are in college. Yes or no?
Yes.
That is a good. Right? I'll now show you the next slide, which is very important to understand where we are going as a country and why this segment which I am talking about, financial planning or financial sector, will do the best. Now if you see, in 2023 we have reached, last year we reached 3.4 trillion as an economy, as a GDP, right? How much time did it take for to reach there? 75 years. How much time? 75 years. Huge time, yeah, 75. You are almost retiring, or you are almost gone sometime, people, right? But this, and now see the next part. Within 8 years, we are almost reaching double of that. And this is a very conservative figure. My personal belief, this is my knowledge about the economic sector and financial sector, we will reach 10 trillion easily. We have already crossed 4 trillion last month. You can check, it's a government data, I'm not talking about, sir, you can verify on the Indian government website about this. So imagine if this will happen, how much demand would be there for financial people. As I said, without us nothing can. So much wealth will be created. Understand point? There is so much wealth which will be created. So if that humongous wealth is getting created, we need what? Qualified people. Today, when you visit a bank for that matter, what happens? How many of you bank accounts, by the way? All of you have bank accounts? Do you visit banks? So what has been your experience, if you can share, anyone? What has been your experience when you visit a bank? How does the person sitting on the front talks to you? What does he talks? Anyone? कोई test नहीं है, open है. Share your experience, that's it. Try करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. हाँ आप कुछ बोल रहे हैं, हाँ try करो.
जैसे गवर्नमेंट बैंक्स होते हैं, वो काम टालने के उस पे लगे रहते हैं कि आगे करवा आगे करवा.
Correct.
प्राइवेट सेक्टर इस वजह से थोड़ा वो है क्योंकि वो जल्दी जल्दी इस पे रखते हैं कि जितना कस्टमर सेटिस्फाई होगा उतना ज़्यादा काम होगा. वो एक्सपीरियंस है सर.
Good. Anyone else to add?
ये करते हैं गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर कुछ लेकर नहीं.
बट अच्छा आपके पास मोबाइल हैं आपके सर्विस कॉल आती हैं बैंक से क्या कहते हैं लगी
क्रेडिट कार्ड
और
रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर का भी फोन है.
हाँ क्या कहते हैं लेकिन बोलते क्या बोलते हैं क्रेडिट कार्ड इंश्योरेंस ले लो म्यूचुअल फंड ले लो ये फंड ले लो फलाना फंड ले लो बट डू दे इवन आस्क यू वंस what are you as an individual, what are your needs as an individual? No one asks that. That is what I mean to say. Difference. So I call India or ourselves a investment illiterate country. Investment illiterate country. I'll explain you in the next slide why we are. Because in today's world, only if I talk about stock market, you know stock market, all of you. So where is the market today? Any idea? Anyone? If you're following stock market. Where is the stock market? Nifty. Where is Nifty today? What is the level of Nifty? You know stock market.
Mark of 22,000. 22,000 at a bank Nifty and 42.
Yes, absolutely right. Now there is the answer. I'll connect you to make you understand why we are the best in the banking financial sector. Why? Now we are 22,000. 10 years back, 15 years ago, we were where? 2,000 only. Here we were 2,000 levels. Today we reached 22,000. Almost 10 times, right? 11 to 10 times you grow. Correct? But when you go and talk to people, your parents, where do they invest? FD, LIC, common is LIC. I can vouch on that. You go and talk to your parents, कहाँ invest करना चाहिए? कहता है LIC करना है, FD करना. Stock market में पैसा डूब जाता है. Mutual fund पैसा डूब जाता है. That's a myth. That's why I said the word. We are investment illiterate country. Just to give you a perspective, India. We have only 5% people investing right now in the stock market, and they are the ones that are richest actually. You know ना India में 5% ही richest है, बाकी तो 85% हमारे below के हैं, middle class के बच्चे. क्यों है? That is the prime reason because they are not investing in stock. Stock market has created such huge wealth. Believe you me, amazing wealth they have created. But because of this old phobia, or what do you want, domain names given to that or sticking to that, कि पैसा डूब जाता है. वो डरा के जनता ने invest नहीं करा. Go to US, 50 to 70% people invest in. That's why they are wealthy country. That's why they are developed countries. Why we are backward is because of this reason. Because हम FDs में क्या होता है? आप inflation, you know inflation, right?
Yes.
Are you making money? If you add inflation into your returns, you're making peanuts. You're failing at the end of the day. That's where this comes. Now coming to the part of BFSI. You said bank nifty. Somebody said bank nifty. I think you guys read that. You said bank nifty, right? Out in Nifty, there is a weightage of every sector. You know that? Yes. How many of you are there? So, what is the highest sector allocation right now in Nifty at present?
PSU banks.
PSU banks, okay. IT, correct.
The healthcare sector.
Healthcare sector, correct.
Media was also there.
Media is there. So, these are all sectors. The highest weightage is with BFSI, banking, financial services. Close to 44%. अपने आप आंसर आपके सामने है. So if the whole world is looking after buying BFSI, so don't you think with this stats in front of you, what will they do in future? Now you connected? So you understand the sector, whichever company you join. Just do not join because you have to join. Do research, in-depth research. What is the future growth? Not next 5 years, next 20 years what they are going to do. Because you are going to work for 30, 40 years. Some of you might become entrepreneurs, some of you would have your own business also. but maximum of you will be working. Isn't that true or false? True? Absolutely. So you need to do that difference. Do not get into this fancy world of, I know a lot of people who have lost out big time because of COVID into this, startup culture. You see what's happening in companies. I don't know take the names, but you know what's happening in those companies. You know the names very well. There are people who lost jobs within. सुबह उठ के आओ घर पर ऑफिस पहुंचे कुछ नहीं नमस्ते घर जाइए that's it. No formal integration, no any notice period, simple team or ask to them. This is where I am trying to say, please do this research before you join any company. Do not fall into the trap of CTC कितनी मिल रही है पैकेज कितना मिल रहा है वो आप कमाओगे ध्यान रखना. You will earn that as you grow. You will earn more than 10 times what you will start with. I can tell you that. If you keep accumulating knowledge, knowledge is power. So important is to understand which sector. So if you see this thing, as I explained this thing, now you get the per capita income. It is presently at 2000 something last 2 years back, which is expected to go to 4500. Again, same question. Imagine the wealth we will be generating. Right? Look at the crorepati we used to have. Taxpayers we are talking about. We used to have 68,000 in 2017. 2023 we are reaching a level of 170, almost 3x. And I can vouch without looking at the figure next year, next 8 years, it will be more or less 3 times or 4 times of this. The kind of, because I am connecting with what we are going to do, double the economy. Because 75 years हम यहाँ पहुँचे हैं, उसका हम double कर रहे हैं, तो ये double क्या तो 10 गुना जाएगा. And demand for financial people or financial planners will be huge because people don't have time. Do they have time? Ask your parents, they have time for this? First is time, second is lack of knowledge. As I said, investment illiterate. We don't have knowledge about that. This is crux of it, what I said. Now look at this. These are the mutual fund portfolios we have in India. This is as per MFI and SEBI's website. Qualified investment of financial planners, which is available against a 15 crores ratio, is 1:1 lakh 12. मतलब 1 लाख क्वालिफाइड इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए आपका सिर्फ एक बंदा जो क्वालिफाइड है इन्वेस्टमेंट जो एडवाइस कर सकता है प्रॉपर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग. ह्यूज मिसमैच. इफ आई टॉक अबाउट डीमैट अकाउंट होल्डर्स 12 crore 1:90,000. Again huge mismatch. And if I talk about all total PAN holders which have linked their Aadhaar cards, it is 40 and close to 1 lakh to 3 lakh 60. So it is a totally under-deprived or underprivileged sector where the growth has to come big time. Why do you think Reliance is entering into Jio Finance? They have launched another company. Why they are launching it? Message comes from there only. If they are bullish, because they know what's coming in future. Any company, you talk of any group, they are entering into financials. Because they know the wealth Indians will create, because we will get busy. When you go there, you get busy, right? Your parents will get busy. They won't have time. So we need people who can give the right guidance. As I said, when you go to bank, there are a lot of relationship managers sitting there, officers sitting, accountant भी आपको कहता है LIC ले लो, policy ले लो, mutual fund buy कर लो. But no one talks about what as an individual you are. What's your age average? I think 2021.
Yes, sir.
As a thumb rule, I tell you what is the way of looking at it. I'm just saying a thumb rule as a layman way. 100 minus your age is the amount of percentage of amount should go towards equity. So if you are 20, 100 minus 20 is 80. 80% of your wealth right now, if you are saving money, should go towards which part? Equities. Rest should be bifurcated towards a bond fund or bond for investments or FDs or insurance. But that nobody talks with. That's where we as a company
saving and it is not in a position to earn it again. For philosophy by Shri K.K. Bajaj, Chairman Bajaj Capital.
Thank you so much. Anyone can just write on this. What does it mean? Anyone, just try. Comprehending what is it trying to say. What is our philosophy? This tells a lot about us. Anyone? Yes, you. Try, try. What does it mean? Comprehend, nothing. No less. Please try. Give it a try.
So actually I forgot my spectacles.
Okay. Please, go ahead.
So ये वैसा क्वेश्चन देंगे आपको, ये वापस नहीं मिलेगा आपको.
वापस तो मिलेगा. वापस नहीं मिलेगा तो भाई बड़े रेडी कम होगा. वो है.
लास्ट लास्ट सेविंग है कि
हाँ
बाद में अगर
वो आपको आपके लिए लास्ट सेविंग है।
हमारे बाद में नहीं मिलेगा तो उसको इस हिसाब से संभालना है कि जैसे आपके फादर ने आपको दिया।
Yes. So it's like आपका आखिरी इनकम, जो लास्ट इनकम ऑफ योर लाइफ, that's the philosophy we follow in Bajaj Capital. That's why we are not a bank, by the way. We don't have any loan. आप कहीं बजाज फाइनेंस से कंफ्यूज मत करना, क्योंकि वो डिफरेंट कंपनी है, उनको फोन बताते होंगे लोन ले लो, ओडी ले लो सर। We are not into that. We are purely financial planning company. That's it. We do not do any loans, nothing of that sort. We do pure financial planning in a holistic way, which I've explained. I'll explain to you also in further. So this is our philosophy. जो आपके father, जो client हमारे पास आता है ना, that's the thought process we have in mind. And the clients which are associated with us, they are generational with us. Grandfather to father, father to son, son to grandson. That's the legacy we carry with our clients. Because that's the trust we have. Because the statement is the trust. When you go to any bank, they're taking money. पैसा लेना है, invest करो बस. अपना revenue बनाना side हो. We are not doing that. We are giving you holistic approach. पूरा बताएंगे. India's most admired and recommended wealth creation and protection brand. That's what we are looking at, and that's what we are. We are proud of that. Our legacy. We are almost 65 years old company. We have survived and thrived in recession, bust, or corona, what you call it. No employed, fired, nothing. We have survived thick and thin. So these are our managing directors, Mr. Rajiv Bajaj, Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj. In fact, we were the first one in India to launch CFP program. If you know CFP, through our college, intern college, CFP, you know, anyone? Certified Financial Planner and Certified Financial, associates, you know that? Accountants. Anyone? Yeah. CFA is basically people who manage wealth of corporates. जो पैसा उनके पास एक्सेस होता है, उसको कहीं इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए. Where to invest? That's what they manage. CFPs are the one who manage HNI portfolios. And we were the one to start this. That's why at Bajaj Capital, every employee knows financial planning in and out, thick and thin. That's in his blood. And that's why, as I said, we are growing the process. This is a testimony of our growth. We started with 10 centers. Today we have almost 250 plus centers across India. That is very important when you join any company. What is the length and breadth of that company? Where it is going? And India, chances are you will not. Simple as that. You see the size of the company also, where they are, what they are doing. This is a testimony of our hard work. For 8 times, a sales job, higher pressure, isn't it? ये सुना हुआ है ना? हाँ बोलो ना बोलो. 90% लोगों को हर कॉलेज में 90% आंसर करते हैं. कि सर यही हमने सुना है कि सेल्स से बहुत प्रेशर है. नहीं हमें सेल्स नहीं करना. हमें एडमिन में जाना है, हमें एचआर में जाना है, हमें बैक ऑफिस में जाना है. फ्रंट में नहीं जाना हमारे. But you know, in a company, if the company is earning 100 rupees, where is the most buy goes to? Which client department? Close to 70 to 80% goes to sales only. So ask yourself, if you join an HR profile, if you join an admin profile or back office, or any profile for that, but not sitting job, you will not be growing. I can tell you that. A person who would have joined from among your groups, a sales profile, will grow the fastest. Because sales is the backbone of any company. You can't survive without it. मैं अगर clients भी लेके आऊँगा as a sales person, do you think वो backend वाले क्या करेंगे? बैठ के कुछ नहीं कर सकते वो. Most importantly, दूसरा चीज जो मेरे को लगता था जब मैंने join किया sales, you get flexibility to meet a lot of people. That's learning. When you meet new people, you're learning a lot. I can tell you that will be a paradigm shift for you as individuals. When you meet new people, you're learning everything. And you're learning and experiencing new life. That's why sales people are the most aggressive and the most smartest, isn't it? You meet any sales guy, his knowledge level will be different from other person who is doing a sitting job. I can guarantee that. That's why CEOs are basically always are from sales background. There is never a operations CEO. There's always a sales background. Check any company for that matter. And the biggest problem with background job is that it's a monotonous job. You have to sit and do the same thing for 8 hours. How desk is on. Do you want to do that? Ask yourself. You have to ask yourself. Do you want that kind of life? Sales बुरी नहीं है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. मैं इसलिए नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मुझे यहाँ पे आपको हायर करना है. I am telling you as a layman, as an individual. When I started, I was a very introvert person. Believe me, I was an introvert person. Sales changed me. What I am doing today, if I imagine myself 25 years back, it's a dream come true for me. I can tell you that. It's because of sales. Sales, and as I said, when you go through this training, you will be learning a lot. You will be investing in yourself also. Why? Because you learn about investments. आज के people को पता ही नहीं है. आप for example, hardly couple of people know about stocks properly. 90% को पता है? पता ही नहीं है. तो अगर आप किसी और जॉब में चले जाओगे, वो भी टाइम लगेगा. तब तक मार्केट पहुंच जाएगा 50,000. मेरा टॉप पे एंटर करके फिर करेक्शन आ जाएगी, फिर बोला जाएगा अरे पैसा तो बनता ही मार्केट में. जब आपने टॉप पे एंट्री ली तो नॉलेज नहीं थी ना, गलत एंट्री ली. नॉलेज होना ही बड़ी जरूरी है इसके लिए. तो ये जो आप करोगे ना, इससे आप अपने ऊपर भी इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो. आप अपने ऊपर यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग योरसेल्फ एंड यू इन्वेस्टिंग ऑन योर फैमिली आल्सो. Because you will guide them what is the right investment. You can go and talk to them next after joining this, after the training. Sir, Papa, what are you doing? Investing in LIs? LIC में कुछ नहीं मिलेगा, 8% मिलेगा. आप इन्वेस्टिंग को बीट नहीं कर रहे, आप स्टॉक में डालते हैं, रिलायंस करते हैं. आज से 15 साल पहले, आज आप करोड़पति हो, बैठे बैठे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. बेस्ट पार्ट, टेक सेल, कोई टेंशन नहीं. प्रॉपर्टी में क्या होता है, ले ली अच्छी बात है, लेकिन तुमको लिटिगेशन लग गया 15 साल तक. हिंदुस्तान में पता नहीं क्या होता है, कोर्ट आपके साथ ही है, लगे रहो, पता रखे खाते रहो, कोई सॉल्व ही नहीं होते हैं. लेकिन इक्विटीज या इन्वेस्टमेंट्स में एडवांटेज क्या है, आपको कोई लिटिगेशन की टेंशन नहीं, आपने अपना बाय सेल करना है, क्विक मनी. पर लेकिन डायरेक्ट ना जा चुका है कि लोग जाते हैं डर के मारे भागते हैं. इनफैक्ट इन कैटेगरी ए सिटीज और इन मेट्रोस देयर इज अ स्टिल एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी. टायर 2 या डाउन द लाइन टायर 3 चले जाओ, अगर आप लोग किसी टायर 2 3 सिटीज हैं, वहां तो बिल्कुल एक्सेप्टेंस ही नहीं है. वो तो कहते हैं भैया जमीन मेरा सवाल है बस. Right? So this is what you get. And now coming to the package part. Now this is the part. For the exam, there will be a restriction fee of 200 rupees, like nominal fee. Generally it is 500, but for your college we kept it 200. Yes. Now this is the important part. Retention 85,000. The question comes in mind: why should I pay money? And I am looking for a job. ये तो उल्टा ही हो गया. हमसे पैसे मांग रहे हैं. Oh my God. But this is why, because I am investing 6 months in you, right? I am putting effort in you. I want you to stay with me for 1 year. And after 1 year, tada, money is doing that. I don't keep that money. That's the only reason I take this money from you. In your 13 months salary, this will be credited back as 85,000. So I am not earning anything. My greed is only to keep you for 1 year with me, because I am investing 6 months with you. That's the only cost I am doing. And it's a retention money. And we will be giving you this in writing in your offer letter also. When you will get the offer letter, when you will connect with Ayush, he will be managing you post this. So you will be shared that thing also, how we mentioned very categorically about the offer letter. And you can pay this amount in 12 months EMI also. It's not lump sum you have to pay one go. You can pay accordingly. You have to just manage for 2 months, because 3rd month से क्या हो रहा है आपकी? So how can I pay for self dependent? Parents को बोलना है सर, दो मेरा सपोर्ट. That's it. And the offer letter is released. You have to pay 10,000 as the amount for confirmation that you are going to join with us. Then after that, the offer letter will be released to you. You will be given everything in writing. And then post that, whatever amount is pending, you will be made with EMIs up to you, right? So these are some testimonials, but since we don't have audio, no point of telling it. I can explain this video for our Bajaj capital. What is the culture? Probably the culture of the company. How does it work? Audio would have been much would have been right.
Would you like to have some water?
No, fine, really fine. That's why I had my energy drink coffee. So that's about it. Thank you so much for any doubts, any questions you have, please ask regarding the program, sorry, the hiring process and everything. Yeah, please.
Like, will receive any kind of like bond, or like what we are asking for like 85,000 rupees.
There will be retention money, there will be no bond you to send. It's a retention money. Yeah.
In the internship period, do you have to bring our own clients or Bajaj capital will provide?
Internship will be internship, will be trained on. You will be shown to how to handle
targets.
You'll have to target that.
Okay. In that
Internship means basically what? On the job training. See how